guys, today I want to share with you some graduation party tips. Some of the party tips I did for my son, and some of them I wanted to do, but I didn't get a chance around to do them due to health reasons, time restraints. And so I want to share with you, I know graduation season is now coming to a close, but maybe in the future these videos will be helpful for someone. And then also, a lot of you guys have asked, well, Hope, can you share some tips? Because I know right now I am getting ready to look at those videos where the other YouTubers have posted about dorm room shopping and dorm room setup. So I'm pulling those out, looking at those. So hopefully this video will be helpful for someone, and let's get started. First, you want to see what type of thing that you will have for your party. Now, you want to either ask them what they will like to have, like if it's a girl, if they like pink or purple, if they just want a traditional gold theme, if they want to use their school colors. For my son, he just wanted to use black, gold, silver, whatever the traditional colors. He didn't want to use the school colors. And it's easier, I think, when used, or more fun when you use your school colors, but they can be both ways. You can have like a theme party as well, such as like a 90s theme. Most babies now that are graduating, they were they were born in the late 90s, and so a 90s theme. And also, my brother came to me and he said, Hope, have you thought about having a trunk party? One of my co-workers were talking about having a trunk party, and I was like, I never heard of a trunk party. So what it is most college students, they take a trunk with them to college, mainly because they can put all their belongings in there, maybe if they're bringing it back and forth home, but mainly because they can lock their items in their trunk. So what they do is you bring the items to the party that they can take with them to their dorm or to college with them for their dorm room. And that way it will help cut out some of the expense of them going to college. You know, all these fees that they have, all these college is expensive. So that will really help out by having that dorm trunk party. So it's like a housewarming for your dorm room. So if there's some type of activity where they may be a flag girl or they may play football, my son plays football. I did want to incorporate footballs in his, but it didn't work out quite where I didn't quite like it. And I think it was mainly because of the colors. It didn't really flow too well, and I didn't want to make it I wanted to make it boyish. So that was a little challenging. If I used the school colors, I could have did that together. And then also I scaled back on the party because of my budget. That's the next thing that you want to put in account for, is your budget. So I didn't want to spend a ton of money because I wanted to do some things for the summer. And then also I knew that he had like housing fees that are coming up, shopping for his dorm room, of course, all of the college fees. So I wanted to, college fees, the high school fees. So I wanted to make it, scale it back a little bit. I originally planned for maybe 75 people to come. It may have been more, may have been less, and I scaled it back and only did immediate family and some friends. So I wasn't gonna, I actually canceled it. And then when I had an issue with my anemia and being tired and so forth, I just decided to do it smaller. Now decided to do it smaller. Your next thing that you want to take an account for is your venue. So at first I wanted to have it at the local community building, but I reached out to them, and there also are other buildings in the area that you can call and see if they have availability. But it's really tough, I know, at the our local community building, is because they're closed at 4 o'clock. So I thought that you will have to have everything cleaned up and everything by that time, and I thought that wasn't enough time for us. So I decided just to have it at home, and then I kind of planned out how I would have the tables and everything. So it's just up to you if you want to have it outside of the home. I did put like a little small poll on Instagram, and you guys said have it outside the house. I would have if it would have been larger, and if my community building didn't close so early as well. You want to keep and put an account for, like, if you need tables and chairs and so forth, will that price be the same as renting out another facility? Because, and if that facility has chairs and tables that come with it, because if it equals out the same, you don't have to worry about as well people trampling through your carpet, having to make sure every nook and cranny is done in your home, every project is completed that everyone will be in. All those things in parking you have to put into account for if you want to have it in your home or outside your home. Also, you can have, if you have it outside your home, you can have it in the backyard. That's a great idea. We don't have a large backyard, so it would have been fine inside of the house. And also you have to put into account for if it's going to be hot. So you don't know what the weather's going to be like that day, and I didn't want it to be a sticky mess, and I didn't also want to worry about the weather. And lastly, which I keep skipping over, is you have to make sure you think ahead of time, because there are other students that are graduating as well. So you may not want to do your party right after graduation. You may want to wait a couple of weeks. You also have to put an account for when you pick your day and your time, if you want to have it that soon, because they may want to go to their friend's graduation party. I know I missed out on my friend's daughter's graduation party because they had it on the same day. So that's and she wasn't able to come to mine or Cottrell's. So those things you want to put in account for when you are planning a graduation. I know Cottrell has a friend he's thinking about roommating with, and they haven't had his yet, and they keep rescheduling it. So it doesn't have to be right away. Decide on your food. Again, that will go based off your budget. So food can really add up really fast. So you can get it catered if you like. If it's not that many people, that would be great. You also can choose, this is going back to the venue. Sorry guys, jumping around. I'm thinking about stuff as I'm talking. Is you can just have a simple graduation party where everyone goes to the restaurant, bring gifts, celebrate, and leave it at that. Then that way everyone pays for their own food. You can do that for so many other different parties, baby showers, and so forth. And you don't have to worry about the cleanup. You don't have to worry about all those different in-betweens. So I'm looking at my notes here. So the food, guys, an easy one for me always is usually a cookout. But usually with cookouts, you want to do it outside. You can do it inside as well. But for Cottrell's, we decided to do a taco bar. And I just thought that would be easier prep. And also it's a food that all of my kids love. So they love tacos, they love chicken. Cottrell loves quesadillas. That was going to be a little bit more preparation, so I decided not to do that. And I will show all of like the food and what I decided to choose and everything in you can also incorporate games into your party. So Pinterest has lots of ideas on there. I know for my baby shower, that's what I just went on there, and there are tons of printables, maybe on Etsy. You can also maybe Google ideas, and it will take you to different blogs with so many different ideas. I know one that I did see where you, how well did you know the graduate? That's a fun one to play. And then you may want to have prizes. You can pick prizes up from Dollar Tree, or just if they just won, they just won money if you would like to do that. But that's another thing to do. So you incorporate different games. Another fun game I always like, you can just make a simple playlist from YouTube and save it, put it in a private folder or playlist, or just go off of Pandora and play songs maybe when they were growing up, the current songs, if you know the title and the artist, something like that, to break the ice, or if everyone doesn't know everyone, or to just get the party or the environment. Guys, I really wanted to do for Catrell, and I just ran out of time, and I still like, ugh. But I knew it was going to be a little overwhelming, but I should have started early. So this is something you want to do early, far as creating a slideshow for them. So you can create a slideshow just like if you're a YouTuber, or if you know how to do a YouTube video, you can just make clips and clip them all together. And I wanted to do some of his football footage that I had on my camera. I wanted also to incorporate pictures from when he was in kindergarten as a baby all the way up. And then also I wanted to incorporate where I shared in a Dollar Tree haul to hit all of his pictures from kindergarten to the 12th grade. And that's why if you have a little one now, it's important to put on the back of the card or the back of the picture what grade they were in. So like if they're graduating, or to just look back on, so you know what exactly how old they were or what grade they were in at that time. It'll make it so much easier. So different things I wanted to do as well is maybe I seen where people make a banner out of all of the different pictures, and sometimes there were so many pictures that I saw that it just looked almost like a shrine. But I think it's great to have so many pictures of just showing and displaying. You can put them on a display board or in different frames throughout your party. So that's something that I didn't get a chance to do, but I definitely put his senior pictures up that you can incorporate in your party. When you're making the video on YouTube, that I wanted to mention is that you can put it as private or unlisted. So if you don't want maybe your channel to necessarily see it, or if you're just making a video and you don't want to really make videos for them, you can put it on private or unlisted, and then have it playing throughout on the TV for everyone else to see. If you can figure out how to do it from your camera or from your laptop to the TV, that's great. I don't know if smart TVs, I'm sure they probably can do that, but with the smart TVs you can put it on YouTube, have it just playing over and over while your party is going on. That's something good to do or neat to do. So that's something that I wanted to do that I did not get to do for him, for his family and friends to see.